There it is.
So, like, whenever we're recording, this is all I see of you guys. Seriously, it's a bummer. So, like, whenever.
All right, might have to put this sideways. I am just testing for Geek Boots. We're getting ready to go live-ish, and I'm trying to figure out how we can do this. You like that
live-ish? On our socials. Here we go.
It's 7 o'clock. We better go.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it.
He's working on it. I'm working on it. We're all working on it. Hey, dude,
You're working on it. I'm working on it. We're all working on it for ice cream.
Ice cream. Yes. You're telling your followers you started a live video. Half of my followers are on.
God! Oh my god! That's so creepy. I've already put it on share screen, so it's sharing and it's doing the mirror effect when you put two mirrors facing each other. So it's just this endless amount of sharing the screen, and I'm just ah. Okay.
Can I do it sideways, or is it not going to work on live? No.
I don't know.
Anything. Oh, of course my tripod's falling apart.
Hello, testing.
Technical difficulties. We are not good at technology.
Nobody's watching on my account anyway, so it's fine.
You say that now.
Yeah, I can delete it. I have like 30 followers on that account. It's not.
Testing.
Hold on.
Oh, somebody's on.
Oh.
Don't worry. I'm just actually just testing this before I take it over to Cosplay Genemy. So if you don't want to watch this, you don't have to. Or you might not want to. Oh, thanks.
So seriously, hold on. This
Have
is
that
all.
be your screenshot.
Jeez, now this thing's not working.
Does that work?
Are you trying to see if it works, if it's sideways? Does it work when it's sideways?
I can see mine. Jen, I can see yours.
You can see mine when it's sideways? Does it look okay, or is it weird?
Everybody
Oh wait, how's that quote go?
Now.
Hey, I want
That's sideways. I'm watching your live feed of us talking.
Yes. Okay, but can you see it sideways? That's the important thing. Here, that's sideways. Does it look okay? Or does it look weird? Does it look sideways?
It looks weird.
Okay, I'll hang it up. Jeez.
I need to be able to monitor.
I can't get us all, I don't think.
But
oh well, they can hear us, right? I need
yeah,
more
we're live, by the way.
Oh, we're live.
This is super professional, but I'm trying to be able.
My...
Yeah. Oh yeah. So far we have the one viewer.
I need to be like farther away.
Can they?
Sorry, I meant to come down here earlier and do this, but I had to look pretty. Or at least not ugly.
You already.
I had to comb my hair.
I have I'm like completely broken out on like both sides of my chin, like really bad. So I was like, I'm not going with these red blotches everywhere. All right, how does it look? Single Dad?
The best part right now of Facebook feed is it just.
So your Twitch stream is good.
Super professional.
Yeah.
That's how this is going so far.
Awesome.
I'm just trying to make sure that everyone can hear you guys at the moment.
Everything is awesome.
Okay. What do you think? Anyone here?
Feeler.
Wow.
Your Twitch stream looks good.
Yay! I need a table behind my table. I need to be farther back, but I can't get away from my.
Okay.
You can't escape us.
I can't get farther away from my computer. Okay. All right, I'm ending this, and I'm going.
No, don't go. You.
No, I don't want to save or share. No.
Yeah.
Do not share. Do not save.
I mean,
Just
no one's really tuned in, so I'm not gonna sit there and go, "Don't worry, everybody."
People are tuning to me. No kidding. I think
Dad's tuning to you.
Literally, the only one on right now is the person sitting next to me.
Love you.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi. Oh, I can't push buttons here. Do I look awkward enough?
Okay.
Time.
Sorry.
No, that's not what I meant to do.
Well, finish your conversation.
I'm talking
Life.
Okay.
Give me all
live.
Oh, that
Go
actually.
live.
Oh my god, I don't need to turn the TV on anymore now.
Okay, I cannot really hear you.
Me?
Oh, I got you. Good.
Okay. I was about to be like, the hell?
I had to turn up my sound, so
Oh, gotcha.
it was way
Okay.
down slow because usually I have my headphones on.
Did you finish that?
Okay.
In the live broadcast, Russ is now messing with his ring. So that's how delayed it is.
Yes. All right, we are. I am live, just pointing at my computer because
Mine's like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'll let
we wanted to go live on our Geek booths
Yeah.
and get feedback on what you guys think that the next Avengers movie, Endgame, is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
Oh, okay. Can I like? Oh, can I say something that happened that was super adorable that happened at the premiere?
Yes, go for it.
Okay,
Go.
I shared it to some of the guys like within our little like message group between the 5 of us. But there were 2 people there, Sean Richter and Lisa Lower.
Yes.
They got engaged at the premiere, and it was super adorable. It was like, oh my god, oh, I love it.
Nerd goals.
But yeah, it was super cute. It was like,
Exception.
yeah. And he was dressed as Captain America, and she was dressed as Agent. Oh God, I'm about to totally butcher which agent she was.
Oh goodness, I flipped my
Carter.
camera.
She was Agent Carter. Duh.
I don't know.
And it was really cute. I was like, oh my god. So yeah, that was really romantic, and I just had to throw that out there because
So,
I don't know what song that was, but hey, it worked.
Justine, really?
Okay. Why do I keep flipping this around? I don't know why it won't stay on you guys.
Yeah, whenever I kept seeing story posts about that and everything like that, and all I could think back was the scene in Mallrats. It was like, I was going to propose to her. When?
So
When
weird.
Jaws pops out of the water.
Got 3 viewers. Sucks.
I
Okay.
I have 6
apparently-
viewers.
Apparently,
have 2.
I'm the only one anybody can hear when they tune into Facebook Live.
Oh,
I
Oh.
don't know what to do.
send them my way.
Cry.
I can. That's okay.
Maybe we should have tested this before.
How?
We should have. We're still working on things, everybody.
We got really excited.
We do apologize for any weirdness.
Why are you
'cause
guys apologizing? Nobody can hear you.
I have 6, 7 people online.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
She's got people watching her.
There
Not
we go.
just me.
Meanwhile, Cool Face over here says there are 2 genders.
People, somebody left me.
On
No.
our
Oh.
experiencing.
I'm literally shoving my face super forward so that none of the popcorn falls in my top again.
Yes, guys, you all missed mine.
I miss my mouth entirely. Like, I don't know how to function.
Within the first 30 seconds of us being together, and she dropped popcorn down her boobs.
What are you using to
Okay.
full screen?
The beauty of life.
Uh,
Yes.
My screen on Facebook. That's what I'm using.
Yes, Alex. We have the beauty of live. We can't. I'm just pointing this at my computer because that's all I can figure out what to do. But now I can hardly see what
Can
people
we just
saying.
comment about the fact that this is almost 10 minutes in and we haven't even talked a single fucking thing about Endgame?
I did. I talked about the mirror.
Yes, you talked about the premiere.
Yeah, so that was really cool. What was I gonna say? So right now we've got 3 ways that people can watch. We've got
Yes.
Facebook Live, Cosplay Genemies being super awesome and posting on her Instagram Live, which is really cool. Check her out. And then we've got Twitch stream. So yeah, we've got a variety of things so that everyone can see us.
Other than our Facebook, I guess, is not working at the moment.
But at least we've got Instagram and Twitch.
So that's what the problem is at the moment. Is Facebook is not working, so we're working on sound. Testing of sound there. I posted a link in my story earlier if you want to check out the Facebook page. You can go to Mayan_goddess to check out her Twitch page.
Mine goddess _.
Yeah. Sorry.
That sounds really weird,
Goddess
but yeah.
underscore.
Quick second so that I can do this again.
Yum yum.
This time,
Yes. I've got.
Why is that so amazing?
instead of a microphone, because that would be a smart decision. Come on, hurry up.
I will say this, cosplay Jenemy, that bracelet / ring combo is everything to me. That is like everything I need in life.
I got it at Hot Topic.
Oh, that's a Hot Topic?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool. Do you guys have outfits planned out for when you guys see it?
I do, yes. On my mannequin.
Yeah, I know you do. It's all Spider-Man, isn't it?
No, it's okay. So headband, I don't know if you can see my headband. It's got all of them. That my skirt matches the headband.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then yes, my shirt is Spider-Man.
Wait, you showed us a variation of that last time, didn't you?
Yes, I did. It was on the mannequin and all set up and everything. Yeah, that's what I'm wearing.
And forgive me if I get this wrong. This is all stuff that you get from Galaxy Girl.
Galaxy Gear Boutique.
Galaxy Gear Boutique.
Galaxy Gear on Facebook. Galaxy Gear Boutique on Instagram.
Nice.
There it goes. Now you're loading.
She's a model.
Default microphone. Everybody start talking.
Hi.
Hi.
Baby buggers. Buggers.
There we go.
Did we get in?
It
Okay,
should-
so my friend Alex said we could only get 2 things working because I already snapped.
Oh.
She snapped it, my necklace came off.
There you go. Stop it! Take it off! Take it off! Wait, hold on.
Like literally, like you snapped and I felt it like.
You should, Alex.
Okay. The audio should work this time around. Let's
Cool.
get
Hope
back-
so.
Jump back into the live. Why is it?
Okay, Jenny's Instagram. Please let me know if you can hear everyone or mostly everyone.
Certainly hope so.
I'm sorry.
Oh dear Lord.
Nice.
I know it was so weak. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. I will do you guys proud next time.
Those things right now where it says we're live, but it's not broadcasting anything, so that's fun.
I'm sorry.
Is
Let me
this-
take it off.
What the shit? I'm just
Take
glad
it
that I only have a half day tomorrow.
And that's not how it goes.
Like, because I get to leave work early
Ooh.
so I can go see Endgame as an event dressed as Captain America.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
I will be going after all of my classes.
Bye, Alex.
I will not be dressed as a character because I do not have any Marvel cosplay. Which, yeah, I felt really bad about that because I was just like, oh, I can't do all these things because I don't have any Marvel stuff. But I have like 3 DC stuff, but I don't think that could work.
Superheroes are superheroes, right?
That's true.
You know, I guarantee you well, I hate to bring up toxic fandoms, but you know that there'll be some gatekeeper that would be there and be like,
Yeah.
you can swear that to this movie and
You can't come in.
the fuck I can.
You don't even go here.
I actually, I didn't even
You go in, Coco.
my friend experienced it actually. When we were leaving Shazam, someone was going on and on about how, man, stupid DC, they can't even keep their actors in line. They can't even get Henry Cavill to come back and replace Raw. Blah, blah, blah. Stupid DC, Marvel's better. And me and my buddy are like, go fuck yourself. That was a good movie. What does it matter? Like,
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, are you having fun? Yes? Cool. That's the point.
yeah.
Right.
Oh my god. I know. Oh my god.
So
What?
It's gonna be a great podcast. 15 minutes into the podcast, and we're just talking about the technical difficulties.
Hey, girl. I got you on mine. We're good. Trunks and Somniacs and Coolface and Fiber Octopic all say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I have. Oh, dude.
Dude.
I would love to say hi back, but I really can't pronounce your name, and I'm not butchering that. But somebody.
I'm not gonna
Hi,
humiliate
mysterious,
myself.
terrifying name. How are you?
Lots of people are waving, and I would love to wave back, but I can't actually reach the button to wave back, so I apologize for that. And A Bomb Cosplay, hello to you.
I have a little blurb on mine that says like I'm recording. Responses may be a little late, just so that like because times I'll be like deep in a conversation and I'll look and it's like a little blurb and I'm like in a second, I promise.
I'm sorry.
No, we notice you. We notice you.
We
Wow.
appreciate you.
Remind me to never hit the Cyberlink UCam button to try and make the camera work ever again, because my entire computer just started lagging and all the sound did that whole static thing.
Did you click on a porn link?
Yes. What else would I click
That's what
on?
that
I mean,
sounded like.
Jesus. You don't even know who I am.
Are you downloading songs off LimeWire again?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, you're old. I have not heard LimeWire in so long. That just brought me back to my childhood. Not that I ever did anything of that sort.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I did it. I won't hide it. My dad and I did it all the time. We'd Raycom,
I'm so
unplug the Ethernet cable, the phone cable, so that we can connect it to the internet output instead.
excited.
Yeah,
I like
those
that
were
sound.
good times.
Hi,
Why-
Jennifer's phone. Ooh.
All
So let's
right,
talk game.
let's talk Endgame. Yes, let's do
Wait,
this.
real quickly, only because it was amazing and I really wish I could hear it again. Can I hear the Spider-Man song again from the kids?
The kids must sing the Spider-Man song.
Because it is the best thing ever. It is everything I need in my life.
Okay. Hey guys,
Okay.
there has been a request for the Spider-Man song. Grayson, I am pausing your time.
Oh God.
Okay.
I'm gonna fix this
How
so
about-
you can see everybody.
Here. You get words?
Ah! Ah!
Ah, there, got it. Hopefully in time for this song too.
It's
Yeah.
my favorite thing ever.
Okay. I apologize, my live people.
Come here, guys.
I just dropped my phone and it just.
Oh, why'd you put a cookie in your mouth right before? Oh my God, my kids.
Cookie song.
But yeah, we got a box of Thin Mints gifted to us this weekend. So
Oh,
Well,
that's why.
that's
Thin Mints.
why
You
they're
cannot
out.
resist the Thin Mint. You cannot.
hey,
No
would
way.
you? I love you. Finish your cookie and we'll sing.
Okay, there we go. Now I can see us all. Okay. And look, I'm in the really, really top corner up there.
Oh,
Very small, above Single Dad's head.
you ready? What? What?
Oh, I figured it out, but thanks.
All right. Come here, guys. All right. Come here.
Here goes.
G. Hey.
Okay.
Hey. Guys. Guys. Are you ready?
Go. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Everything's going dark. I don't feel good, Mr. Stark. Oh no, there went the Spider-Man.
Thanks, guys.
That is everything in life. Thank you guys. Oh, this is so dark. It's so dark.
Are you sure they're not from the DC universe?
Chunk says good work, by the way, for the song. Oh,
You're welcome.
oh, that was so good.
In perpetuity.
Clap, son. On the Instagrams too.
It's fun because like I'm actually dropping them off at school on Friday, and like literally dropping them off at school and then driving to the theater. I got tickets
That's
for
what I'm doing.
the 8:55 show on Friday morning while they're in school, and so yeah, they're gonna go see it with their mom this weekend, and so yeah. Good times.
That'll be fun.
Yep, that's me too. I'm gonna be dropping my kids off and off to the theater.
I'll be seeing it Thursday night,
Oh,
right after class, by myself, because it was the only way I could get tickets on Thursday.
Yep. Yeah, I'm glad I'm going on my own. I do not want the interruptions. I don't want anybody. I mean, Dad, can I go potty? Yes. So just be quiet. Don't bother anybody. So.
no, you have to sit there. Okay, so speaking of potty, this is like my biggest pet peeve right now, and I'm gonna throw that out. All of these memes, like it's 3 hours. Everybody, when you get done, run to the bathrooms. The bathrooms are gonna be crowded. And I'm like, really? Does people not sleep? I mean, seriously, it's 3 hours. Do people have to pee that often?
Two things. One, Lord of the Rings. That was a long one. And two,
Yeah.
the people drink a lot of liquids, and I don't understand why. It's not that bad. I promise. I promise.
Get like a regular bottle of water, like a regular one, not like Mongo one, so you can like not cough all over everybody. And it's only 3 hours. We go through like work days without peeing 800 times unless we're bored.
So I gotta say, I am glad that we are at least recording and we're live with at least 2 of our programs, because I would like to state this for the record that J4, always never here, but always makes great points. He had stated, he goes, are people actually saying this, or is it just a meme war?
I think it's more like I think it's more complaining to complain. I think there are some people that are sincerely worried about that, but I think more people are jumping on the fact that there could be a problem.
Yeah.
Somebody said, I knocked over a child after Lord of the Rings to get to the bathroom.
Oh, Jesus.
That was you?
But okay, so one of my friends on Facebook did write today that they were looking up on that website when to pee. And they were like, don't do it. There's too many spoilers. And I'm like, duh?
Yeah.
I mean, they have to tell you what is going on so you know when to get up.
Right.
Right.
So they have to explain the scene and everything like that. And that's another thing that I've seen is, like, I know everybody's saying, don't spoil the end game, and then there's literally the hashtag don't spoil the end game. But now I'm hearing that there's a group that's using that specific hashtag of don't spoil the end game to post spoilers. So it's like, why are people this evil?
Because it's like, well, one, there are some people who just like to troll.
Yeah.
I get that, like, every time I'm gaming, there's always one that's just like, hey, let me put put a giant flag up. There are also people who like to prove that they're the first to know, which is like, thanks. I don't need to hear that.
Congratulations, you got to the movies first. I was told that if you have to pee in 3 hours, to bring a bottle.
So,
not anything in the military that we're not used to. Convoy operations. I mean, yeah.
23 minutes into recording, almost 24 now, and I would just like to state for the record that the only way I can make this officially work so that everybody can hear my other podcast mates is if I go live on my phone.
Ah,
Wait, that's what Jennifer's doing.
yeah.
So,
Can you say sacrifice?
I know, right? So until we get this all situated, this is how this is going to go, and I apologize sincerely. Let's just get this ball rolling. Fucking finally, 25 minutes in, we're talking about the complaints over a 3-hour-long movie and potty breaks.
I figured that was something that we could talk about and keep people entertained while you were working on stuff.
Yeah.
There you go. Adapt and overcome, says Michael Carter.
Semper Gumby.
What I'm going to try and do, and every time someone talks, I will attempt to flip the camera around, point the camera at the person talking. This is going to be exhausting, but fuck it. Let's do this.
Zombie. I will say this,
Avengers Endgame. How fucking hyped are we?
dude. Oh my gosh. Yes.
12 and a half.
Woo! Just a little bit, right? Only
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
just a smidge.
Everyone hype for. Hey, J4 is on mine.
The fuck? Get his ass on the podcast right fucking now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you under the bus there if you weren't trying to.
J4,
Anyway,
He's watching
Wait.
podcast.
son of a bitch. I'm gonna ring him right now. How do I get that to go? Hold on. What's going on?
For anybody who's new, J4 is one of our panelists. So yeah, that's some shit. That's some shit.
If any of you who are now hitting up Facebook have been following any of our episodes, J4 is serving his country overseas currently. So every once in a while, if we don't get him, it's either the hours are fucked up or he's working. He also has not been on for a while because when he finally went home, we're all good people and we. Oh my God, is he on?
we got him.
We called him out on his shit. Yes.
That's what you get for logging on.
This is normally what we see of Jake, is just this little circle, by the way. Oh, he muted himself, the little son of a bitch. The little son of a bitch. Wow.
What do you want?
Oh, he's gonna talk. He's gonna talk.
We want our family together.
Yeah.
What's that?
We want our
Ah!
I'm shaving.
I'm not.
I was just
Thank
watching
God.
this miraculous beard, and this gentleman here was just petting his beard. So,
What was I gonna say? Fiber Optic asks, should movies over 2 hours have a built-in break?
No.
no,
A
I
part
mean,
of me wants to say yes because that's what musicals do.
Yeah, they have an intermission.
That's what older movies used to do too.
other movies-
And then they went, no, you guys can handle it.
I want to
it
argue.
takes-
I really want to argue that once Titanic came into play, they stopped kind of doing that. The only time that ever happened was the Grindhouse special that they did, but that was because it was a 2-movie special event put into one.
Yeah,
That was the only
that
time.
was intentional.
So,
Yeah.
And I get why they don't do it because the movie runtime, they can, chop it down a little bit more and they don't have the add on for this runtime. But and then the more times they can show it in a day, the more money they can make.
yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
So, and when Iron Man 3 came out, I actually saw that in another country. And that one actually did have an intermission. Threw me off.
That's neat. That's cool that other countries do that.
It's so hilarious because I'm trying to switch the camera whenever any of you are talking on the screen, and we just get this little circle that says JC, and it lights up when he's talking, and that's all the fans get.
Oh my gosh, he's like Jarvis.
Yeah, he's our Jarvis.
You're our Jarvis.
I'll take it.
I get a black square at the top.
Replace by Friday.
Okay.
Well, let's just say I'm not in exactly an appropriate dress right now.
Ooh.
You're
If
right.
it makes you feel any better, at the beginning of this whole entire show, before we started recording, before we really went live, the joke between all of us is that Cosplay Genemy got more than half of us either half naked or naked in the stop, drop, and selfie moment. Well, she got caught naked, and she's like, shit.
Yes. Payback's a bitch.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're doing this podcast thing. We're doing this podcast thing. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm going to be on actual video. I need to get real clothes on and get dressed. And
What I am disappointed with is that single dad is not in a onesie. He said he was going to be in a onesie, and he's not in a onesie.
I apologize.
Explain yourself.
Laundry
All right,
day.
well, I
Laundry day.
gotta pop off real quick because I gotta get full undressed and in the shower.
Okie dokie. Well, you think about us in the shower, good sir.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
Don't think about me, girl. Oh hell no.
Too late. Oh, he's gone in the middle of a line.
No.
Okay, so let's finally get this show on the real roll. Why don't we start with Mayan Goddess? Why don't you take away with what you're most hyped to see about Endgame from what you've seen in the trailers?
Can I just say it is so good to see Iron Man and Captain America back together?
Right?
Ah,
So,
I needed that. It was like Mommy and Daddy are fighting. So seeing them back together was really cathartic, and I'm just a sucker for Captain America. So yeah, that's true.
I mean, everyone but J4 is. So
that is true. He's Team Iron Man, isn't he? What was I gonna say? The other thing that I'm excited about is seeing the Hulk back in action again.
Mhm.
That's gonna be
Do we
really
have
enjoyable.
confirmation of that's going to even happen though? Because all we've seen is Bruce Banner himself.
I want it to happen. I want it to happen.
Because we say it, it will happen.
Oh, okay. That's how that works.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
What's it called? The dynamic between Thor and Rocket was really enjoyable. So I hope I get to see that again. And I want to find out how Ant-Man got out of the quantum realm. I really everything in me wants to know how. And I'm hoping they don't do a la Sherlock where they're like, oh, well, it happened. We'll leave you to your theories. Like, no, I want to fucking know.
Okay, let me tell you my my theory here.
yeah.
So at the end of Ant-Man and Wasp, they are talking to somebody else, and we do not know what happened to Ghost.
Oh, so you think Ghost got him out?
Oh.
I don't know how to use pronouns.
Interesting question from Justin on Facebook Live. Do you think Iron Man will die in Captain America's arms or the other way around?
Well, of the two, as much as I
Everyone's like, I don't want that.
as much as I love
What?
Captain America, because Iron Man has like a family dynamic now going on, I don't really want him to die.
I as much as I love Captain America, I think he would die in
Yeah.
Tony's arms.
Okay.
I think that would bring more tears than the other way around. I'll put it that way.
Ouch. I think I agree. I think Captain America is going to get axed, and Iron Man is just simply going to retire. He's got Pepper Potts kind of anchoring him to the MCU and being alive and everything. Captain America, as we saw in Age of Ultron, family, stability. The guy who wanted all that went in the ice 75 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got his best friends, he's got his crew, but ultimately, he doesn't really have, what Tony's got, what some of these other people got. He is, as Loki put in the first Avengers movie, a man out of time. So.
Absolutely, yeah.
What about you, single dad?
Well,
He's like, dang it, you guys all made good points.
this is it's a conundrum because you gotta. It's going to depend on whether they stick with the source material, whether they go out on their own, and everything like that. As for Cap versus Iron Man, who's going to take off? Who's going to no longer have any solo movies? Basically, is what I'm saying. Honestly, I hate to say Cap is going to have it's going to be a more galvanizing experience if Cap is the one that dies. If that makes sense. It'll bring the group together and everybody will understand that, hey, that's what needed to happen. But at the same time, Iron Man is the one that started this entire thing. how many years ago, how many movies ago? It's what, 22 movies ago?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
So Iron Man's the one that started it all. And when Robert Downey Jr. first came out on the screen, that's where this whole thing started. So yeah, it would be a nice tie-in and end around for Iron Man to pass, but at the same time, I've got a feeling it's going to be Cap. As much as I don't want to say it, that's how I see it.
I honestly think while Captain America would bring more tears to me, you do bring a good point. Tony was the one who started it. It would make sense if Tony was the one to end.
Right.
Just like wrap it in a little bow. There is one thing that I kind of like want to happen that I was super excited about, and I don't think it would be really, really cool if this in the comics shows up in the movie.
With it.
Thor's hammer.
Uh-huh.
In the comics, Captain gets to wield it.
Yeah.
And he almost, he nudges it a little bit, which was really, really cool in Age of Ultron. It would be really exciting to see if he actually gets to wield it in this one.
That'd be dope.
But here's the thing,
now it would be Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker doesn't have the same Odin didn't put the same spell on Stormbreaker.
Oh.
That's true, because you do see Groot
Because
pick it up-ish as he's making his arm into it.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay, fair enough.
I mean,
That would still be cool to watch, because, yeah.
In fairness,
Odin
is
I think the biggest thing
so
was
there's no chance of making the spell.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that is true.
But you have theories of time travel, so at any point in time, maybe he could end up wielding Mjolnir for something. So, maybe. Justin then goes on to say, Doctor Strange did apologize to Tony in Infinity War before he was dusted. Although, I can see the point, but I also think that was just a simple apology because, Tony was like, why the hell did you just give him a stone? Why did you just sacrifice that? You said you were going to, let me die before giving him the stone, so I'm just saying. That was my answer to that.
Yeah, I think it was definitely more I'm sorry, but this is the way it has to be. Not I'm sorry for something into the future. I'm sorry I handed this over right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was one of those things where it was like, you could see that he saw millions of versions of what was going to happen, and he saw that was the best way that this was going to end.
The only way.
We were going to, that's the only way. Yeah.
Yep. So let's take it back now to the first scene of the trailer and discuss that. Tony tapping on the mask, the helmet, if you will, and sending a message out to Pepper. Of course, trailers are always misleading, especially when the Russo brothers admit, after I think showing the quantum suits, that they've been misleading us on purpose for some time now. So who knows? But Tony coming back with Nebula and everything, and we've seen glimpses of Pepper Potts, Gwyneth Paltrow in some type of armor. Are we gonna expect a rescue, the character rescue, or do we think something else is gonna happen that helps Tony come home?
I think the scene where they're all in when they're all in the spaceship going out, I think that's them rescuing him. I think that's going to happen within the first 30 seconds of the film.
That makes sense. That actually adds up. I like that. Sending a message, Pepper runs in saying, "Hey, I got this message."
He's alive.
Yeah, they get the coordinates, they get into a spaceship, and they go out and get him. But the only issue potentially with that is, I think in trailer number 2, we see them all come out into the grass to look up at something coming down, and then we see a shot of Tony falling into Pepper's arms on the grass.
Yes, but that could be two separate things too.
True.
I'm going to kind of tell you guys right now, any discussion about trailers, I've stopped watching them. Like, I saw the first one when it came out, and then after that, I've avoided all trailers because I want to enjoy the experience of the movie.
Get the fuck off the...
So, what are you doing? No, I'm kidding.
I kind of agree with him on that. Like, there's a couple trailers that are out, and, like, trying to piece together, like, what's going to happen from that, and, like, trying to figure out the order. I'm just like, oh, God, I'm thinking way too much into this, kind of like I did with Star Wars. Like, and since the Russo brothers did say that they are misleading a little bit, it is kind of like, okay, let me take a step back so that when I do watch it, whenever I do watch it, I can be pleasantly surprised.
We know what characters are involved. We know who's involved. Not from trailers or anything like that, just from the movies themselves. I mean, you guys were discussing it earlier, how Ant-Man's going to get back from the quantum realm, and you're talking about the quantum suits and everything like that. We know that Captain Marvel has the ability to go into the quantum realm. She has that power.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
So
you're right.
And the fact that, she has the power to go there. Boom, there's your Ant-Man solution right there.
Yeah.
Yes, but they would have to know that he's stuck there.
So someone would have to tell them.
Somebody still has to be there.
Yeah.
Because there still has to be another connection. It can't just be, yes, she can go there and get him, sure. But how does she know he's there?
True. And her ability to sense and know all the life in the universe is only connected to the universe she's in. She would have to actively go into the quantum realm, sense him, and then, okay. So
there you are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But nobody knew he was there at all. I mean, because that movie was going on as
Infinity War
was going on.
All right. Well, maybe that's where your ghost theory comes in.
Yeah, that ghost theory is actually a really good one.
Yes.
That was I didn't notice it until this last time I watched it. That was never wrapped up.
Yeah, let's re-talk about the ghost theory that you had, by the way, now that Facebook Live is technically working again.
For the record,
and please, my Instagram people, feel free to join in. Let us know. What do you think? What do you think your opinions are on the movie coming out? Any theories?
Any surprises? And for those who are wondering why half of our team is on our phones, that's because we've got Facebook Live and we've got Instagram Live going on at the same time. So we've got multiple ways of getting, and Twitch, and then we'll be posting the podcast on our website tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely,
there are many ways to see this. 30 minutes of it, because that's just, I'm trying to get this set up. Why won't this work? And I don't think anybody wants to listen to it.
Oh, I will say this. I think my favorite part of the night so far was her doing her snap and my necklace coming off.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was amazing. Like, she did the snap and, like, my necklace joined. I'm like,
too bad that the snap didn't help Jake come out of his clothes.
It did. Maybe it did.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, he was out of his clothes when he joined us. Well, out of some clothes. I'm trying not to think of Jake naked in the shower. No offense.
Don't worry. I'll take that for you. And
he's got us covered. Oh, man. Sorry. He's going to come out and be like, why were you guys talking about me in the shower?
Don't.
Like, what?
All right, so back to Ghost.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes. Tell us the ghost theory again, Cosplay Jenemy.
No.
So what I said earlier is we were talking about the Ant-Man getting stuck into the quantum realm and how does he get out? And my thoughts on it were we never wrapped up the ghost thing, and there is one conversation of somebody in the truck still. There was like a line, or I can't remember exactly what was said, but there was like some line that was directed towards somebody in the truck.
I think Jake's back. Sorry.
Nah.
Jake!
Hi.
Hi.
Anyway, got you work.
What?
I
I'll
lost
have
my
clothes on this time.
1 sec.
Oh God, someone did the snap again.
He's quiet.
It's very quiet.
When we start hearing a squeaky chair, we know exactly what's going on.
I was like, what?
He's just breathing. It's weird. Anyway.
Okay, I am back.
Yeah, no, so going on that about Ant-Man, actually, I would like to make a comment about that. I think it's interesting that at the end of the trailer, when they're like, Endgame, blah, 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 date and time, at the end of it, they got the security camera from the front door, and there he is. There's Scott trying to grab their attention and whatnot, and their comments alluded to so many different possibilities about things going on. He goes, "Is this a recording?" And she goes, "It's the front door." That it was like vague comments about it, and then people zoomed in again to quote New Rock Stars. There's an actual timestamp on the corner of that footage, that camera that's on Scott. So some people have theorized that maybe Scott, for whatever reason, goes backward through time, and then they have to go backward in time to find and save him. But who the... Yeah, no, I know. It's all a bunch of... Yeah, that's my response too.
I have a feeling we're not going to have a whole lot of time travel just because it gets confusing. Like, if there is any, there might be, like, a little bit.
I hope.
There's going to have to be, at least at one point, to get Gamora back from Vormir.
Nah, she dead.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go back to.
Well, here's the thing that I was kind of curious about, because like in Infinity War, Gamora, like child Gamora, like after they snap, like she kind of has a conversation with Thanos. So I'm like, is there like a Gamora that was like in the Soul Stone already? That's like kind of a virgin. Like, okay,
what was
like
the
was that the Gamora that they're pulling back? Like, what's
the color of the environment that she was in during
Orange.
that scene? You remember?
It was like an amber orangey.
It was red.
It was red.
A reality stone.
There you go. So that was the reality stone basically talking with Thanos. As we know, each of the stones have their own personality. They've got their own desires, wishes, everything like that. So the reality stone is going to be the one that's basically reminding Thanos, hey, you got what you wanted, but it cost you everything.
Oh, okay.
You have to make him realize it. Thanks, Jake.
I got no problem with the assist.
What? Hey, Jake.
All I heard was I took a dump in the thesis, and I'm pretty sure that's not what he said.
That I have no problem with the assist.
Oh, that's so not what you said. Then I'm sorry.
That's way different than what I heard.
Way different than what we thought. Hey, Jake, why don't you give us your spiel on what you think is going to happen in Endgame and what you want, since you're now here with us, even though you said you wouldn't be.
What do I think is going to happen?
Yes.
I think I'm going to show up about an hour and a half early to the movie with a 6-pack of beer and a cooler.
Yes.
Sit with my friends, drink BS, and then sit there for 3 hours and enjoy a movie.
Make sure you pee before the before
Oh yeah. I gotta get my
diaper.
seats.
That's what's happening.
I gotta get my seats. I'm not gonna drink the whole 6-pack myself. I'm gonna be sharing.
Sure.
I'm gonna get my seats and then I'm gonna go
drain the old bladder, and then enjoy a 3-hour-long movie, and then whatever happens, happens. I think we're going to end up with a happy ending. But
Really?
everyone.
I honestly think it's going to be a little bittersweet. Guts also
I
wants to
don't
call you out, by the
everyone's
way, and
gonna get
say,
a happy ending.
go hard or go home, by the way, Jake.
What's that?
One of the viewers here is calling you out, saying, only beer, go hard or go home.
He wants to
I like
remember
beer.
the movie.
There is also a question saying,
all he wants.
there's a question saying they're super interested to see what they will do with Captain Marvel, considering how powerful they built her up to be.
Make her powerful.
I am very interested in that as well, considering as someone who's watched all the trailers, I have a lot of questions.
If they ship Thor and Carol, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh, that is an
I
internet.
really hope they don't have time to go dive into like romances. Though I would really like to have the whole Black Widow and Hulk thing figured out and not be like,
Okay,
I almost forgot about that, actually.
that's already something that's been built. So if they want to like tie off that loose end, I think that would be that's probably necessary. But if you add an additional romance subplot to this already packed movie, it's going to take away from other things.
I agree.
And I don't like the idea of shipping just for the sake of shipping.
I'm going to say something, and it's going to upset some people. That was my biggest issue with The Last Jedi, was the whole freaking Finn and Rose ship. I didn't. That did not need to happen.
Especially since it was not. It was out of the friggin' nowhere.
Right.
I don't know. They were kind of working together. It kind of. I don't know. For me, it felt like it came natural.
I didn't think it came natural. Just because you're working with somebody doesn't mean you're romantically interested in them.
Well, no, but if it happens, it happens. They were just.
I'll put it this way: the way they developed Rey and Kylo Ren, where it was like, will they, won't they, and then it turns into a fight. That was cool.
Yeah.
When they tried doing it with like Finn and Rose, I was like, but you've got a good one going on. Stick to that one.
Like,
stick with that one.
To be completely honest with you, I was like, no. If I'm gonna ship anybody because of their chemistry on screen, it's Rey and Finn.
Thank you.
Like, that was what I wanted. Those two obviously really bonded very well together. And let's face it, Finn was already flirting with her.
Well, yeah,
inside the Millennium Falcon.
Realistic, like,
you got a boyfriend? Yeah, that was pretty
have
good.
the realistic Rey and Kylo Ren together, then you had to put him somewhere else to make him happy. Because you can't have a triangle.
I'm not gonna lie, the kind of like high side of me was like hoping that Rey would just like end up with a woman or something like that, just to like throw everybody off. But that's just me, because
you'll have no idea how happy it makes me that I've totally hijacked.
We're supposed to be on a different movie now.
Yeah, I was just about to comment about that too.
Are we staring back?
One comment.
Talking about Endgame? What's happening right now? Like, no. Anyway, actually,
this is why we have edits.
Jake again. Jake, I'm not asking what you're gonna do for the movie. I'm asking you for your predictions of the movie.
I think that was his very subtle way of doing a sharp turn around that.
He didn't like
Somebody picked up on that. Okay, my predictions for the movie.
You're on this episode. This is what you have to do. This is your job.
You ain't my dad. I do what I want.
You don't know that. Time travel, quantum realm, bitch.
Okay, so what do I think is gonna, like I said, I think we're gonna get, ultimately it's gonna be a happy ending. We're gonna get our heroes back, obviously, that we lost. Whether or not we get like Loki and Gamora, and well, I'm pretty sure Heimdall is super dead, considering like Idris Elba's already said like he's done skis with the which RIP in peace. I
I like Heimdall.
That was one of those few deaths in Infinity War that I was super sad about because I love.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
Because he was just such a loyal, awesome, and totally underutilized and overpowered characters.
yeah.
Yep.
And then, but I think Tony Stark is not gonna die. I think he's going to retire with Pepper because that's where the direction that his story arc needs to go. I think, I hate to say this, but I'm pretty sure Cap's Dunskies because that's where his story arc is leading. Because his story arc has always been about making the ultimate sacrifice. Since literally Captain America: The First Avenger, he has been trying to sacrifice. Like that's just been his thing, is sacrificing for everyone. I think Hawkeye is eventually going to get his family back and actually retire. Until Disney Plus puts out their TV show.
Right.
Which I think is going to be just centered around him training the next Hawkeye, which everyone, comics was Katie Bishop, but don't be shocked if it's not Katie Bishop and it's and it's his daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be
Which
cool.
I think would actually make more sense in this cinematic universe than some rando, because in the comics he didn't have a family, and this one they kind of gave him one.
Yeah.
I think I try not to speculate. I'm trying not to speculate too much because I don't want to do what I did for Infinity War and just be completely wrong in every prediction I made.
Yeah, but that's kind of the fun of it. I mean, you
Yeah,
can tell
it adds to the
about how
element of
wrong we're going to be
surprise.
when it comes.
It adds to the shock and awe.
We could title this "How Wrong We Are About Endgame."
Yeah.
We are about Endgame. Good.
And then we record this again on Saturday, delete this one, and make all the correct predictions. And say this one.
Look at how right we were. Even though we're posting this way after the movie came
We're
out.
awesome.
Don't worry, Cosplay Genemy snapped that other one out of existence.
Yeah, how many more clothes is that snap going to take off? Jeez.
Did you break something else?
I would like to
See,
keep
now
my
aren't you glad I'm not wearing a onesie?
No. Still want the onesie.
I'm going to try
Okay.
putting this back on.
Yeah, I'm trying not to have too many predictions. I just want to go in and enjoy the movie and not think about, whether or not I was right or wrong.
Or who we're going to lose, who we're not going to lose, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like thinking about who's going to die.
My biggest thing though is if Thor doesn't get a goddamn happy ending, if he doesn't finally get a goddamn win, I might lose my mind.
Well, not only that, if he doesn't, even if I would just like to see him finally break down completely, because we've gotten a lot of humor and just, brushing it off. Not a lot of Thor, shit, I lost all this crap, my homeworld, blah, blah, blah. Let me just take a minute to cry real fast, because, fuck, my life.
He literally did shed a tear.
Yeah, in Infinity.
Yeah, you kind of get that a little bit with him and Rocket.
With that character, just the fact that he was able to talk about his feelings at all and even shed a tear is like a huge emotional win.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely a step, yeah.
Because I mean, it's not like that character is one to try to show weakness or really much emotion, especially given like the first movie. God damn, the dialogue was terrible.
Yeah, like with regards to Thor, yeah, he loses his mother, he loses his father, he loses his home, he loses his brother,
Kills his own sister.
kills his sister, But I mean, like, he kind of like walked in going like, oh, I have a sister. I need to get rid of her. So like, that almost counts.
Do you guys remember when they first announced Infinity War, and on the title they put a part 1 and part 2 underneath the underlined part?
Yep.
Yeah, good times.
And then they changed it, and there was all this speculation and everything like that. I'm like, they still did it.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, no, it's only going to be one movie now?
No, it's definitely 2 movies. They're just giving the second part a different name.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that reminds me, I had a win this weekend, a big win. My production supervisor, basically my boss on shift, he's a little older than me, a couple years. Never really been into superhero movies. He's more into like westerns and TV cop dramas and stuff like that. And since I bought everybody on shift tickets to the movie, because we're off tomorrow, I was like, all right, man, you gotta come too. You gotta be part of the team. And he's like, fine, I'll go. And he's like, but I haven't seen like any of the movies since like the first Avengers movie. I was like, all right, we'll watch. Because on Sunday we had a lot of downtime. Basically all our work was in the morning. So we're like, all right, here's the deal. I'll barbecue. We'll watch Infinity War. And like anytime you have any questions, we'll pause the movie and we'll kind of give you the backstory behind that subplot, because this is the time to ask. If you ask any questions during my movie, I don't care. I will stab you.
Right.
And yes. So it was awesome. Like watching him and like hearing him talk during the movie. He's like, okay, they gotta bring all these characters back. Okay, Loki's dead. Okay, they're gonna bring him back. He's just gonna come back. Oh, there goes Gamora. I mean, they can't kill off everyone, right? And all of a sudden, me and my buddy Scott look at him. We're like, that's cute.
Just wait.
Like,
and then the movie ends, and he's just staring. He's like, what? What the hell? That's how it ends. I'm like, yeah. Now you see why we're so freaking excited to go see this movie on Friday, because we've been on a goddamn cliffhanger. He's like, I totally get it now, and I'm totally excited to see this movie.
Yay! You've converted him.
So I was watching a thing from the directors, and they were like, it's not a cliffhanger. The movie is like entire movie from beginning to end. It's just in Thanos' point of view, not the heroes.
Yeah.
I know.
As far as Thanos is concerned, it ended beautifully.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was one of those things where it was like the reason why it's a cliffhanger is because it didn't end the way we wanted it to. It didn't end the way we expect it to from every Marvel movie. And so to see them go in that direction was really refreshing. And I remember when I left, I was like, that took some balls for Marvel to do.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. And it paid off really well, for sure.
And again,
well, yeah, it got everybody's money for Endgame.
I know, because you can't not go see it now that you've got talked through.
You got everyone's money.
I've stated this before in earlier episodes. I think it's ridiculous that some people's response to why these characters can't stay dead is because they make so much money. And I'm like, what about the storyline? What about the plot? Like, that's the first response.
I will say this, as far as like, if we're talking money, and just straight up business, not storyline, just business. I kind of wish they had waited until after Endgame came out to come out with all of the Disney Plus stuff and shows that are coming out. Because then it's like, okay, well, I know this person's coming back. I know this person's coming back.
Well, and the big one, Spider-Man. Thanks, Sony.
Right. Well, I mean, you gotta. I mean,
hey guys, give me 1 second. We gotta reset because we've been on for an hour.
Okay.
And you can only have live for an hour.
Cool. I can fart now. I'm kidding.
What other things? Oh, Fred.
Mayan, you should do that face again.
I got shit in my mouth. Fudge. You ready, Jake? You ready?
I don't even know what I'm looking at right now.
All right.
Oh, that's special.
I got a vitamin.
What'd you say?
That's special.
No, Mayan.
Yeah,
I thought she said I have a vibrator.
Oh, I heard bunny.
That's
No
neither
way.
here nor there.
We're having a crazy night tonight.
All right.
I
Anyone
said
who's coming?
neither of those things.
We are talking Endgame, sort of, somewhat. If you have any predictions, any thoughts, anything, just type them out. I'll let everyone know, and we'll discuss.
Yeah, same thing goes for Facebook. Justin doesn't have to be the only one talking.
Yes, please. Please
Twitch
let
as
us
well.
know your in-game prediction, something, so we have, more things to talk about that isn't the same things that we kind of all agree on.
Yeah. Friendly reminder. We've got Instagram Live, we've got Facebook Live, we've got Twitch Live, and then after all of this, we're gonna kind of edit really, really quickly, and then we're gonna post it on our website too, so people can have it on their podcast website tonight. So like, there are many ways to see this, and I'm so excited about that. Like, oh.
Yeah. So while we're on that notion, again, why don't we go around the room and just talk about how fucking excited we are for this movie tomorrow? Yes.
There is a viewer on here, Guts, who wants to know Cap theories. If anybody has any Captain America theories.
Super dead.
Super dead.
Super dead. He's gonna die, but I think that. Oh man, I'm excited to see how he's gonna get. Now I can't say that because you guys haven't seen the trailers. Jesus Christ, this is so difficult.
You can go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Just know that, like,
Okay,
yeah.
so obviously he's gonna shave again, which makes me sad, Panda. Because let's face it, Captain with the beard is amazing.
Well, he's back in combat.
Pretty
You guys
sexy.
heard that. He's back in combat.
But he,
It's just like he's off of leave now.
Yep, he got off
Rest in
leave.
peace, Jake's
okay, so
Jake's beard that he grew.
yeah, I would like to state this though. So this is kind of something that I'd like to just let the fans know with my version of Captain America while I'm doing him. I'm doing more of a. My take is kind of like if Captain America were more modern age and real world, he'd be Special Forces, Army Ranger, Navy SEAL. Guess what? All those motherfuckers have beards.
I gotta blend in.
And that's why I want to rock
Operator is fuck.
Operator tactical beard with my Captain America. So, but I also understand the clean shaven look because back in the day that was how it was. So I totally get it. But yeah, I get it. But no, I'm excited the fact that he's putting the shield back on basically, and I'm just like, yes, because unpopular opinion, I did not actually enjoy the two little Wakanda shields that they gave for each arm. I get that for the moment in that combat scenario, that shield makes a lot more sense.
Well, yeah, because his shield was locked up.
Yeah, it had more of an attack approach, whereas his other shield, he uses it and he knocks people unconscious and stuff. But those aliens would have killed him if he didn't kill them first.
That's true.
That Tony.
That being said, that's his
made him
shield.
Yeah.
That's like if Wonder Woman showed up in like a blonde like bob, like you just be like, "Excuse me?"
Yeah, right.
Like it might look cool, but give me back my hair, kind of thing.
They did Black Widow in a blonde, so I don't.
But again,
Yeah, but she's back.
as-
Well, as far as we know.
yeah.
If and when Cap dies, I don't think anybody else is going to pick up the shield. I think that mantle is not going to live on in the MCU.
Interesting, because a lot of people want to say, like in the comic book,
Bucky.
we've seen both Bucky do it for a stint, and we've seen Sam actually take up the mantle until they did Captain America Rebirth series.
Mm-hmm.
But
I got a prediction on here.
Okay.
Because they go Game of Thrones, they all die, being the Marvel Universe is being rebooted after Dark Phoenix.
I'm just saying this weekend a lot of Starks are going to die.
Yep, a lot of Starks are gonna. It's a big weekend for the Starks.
It's a big weekend
Yeah.
for it's a big weekend for nerd fandoms, no matter what they are.
It's a
Oh,
big
yeah.
I
weekend.
got somebody.
We've
I got
got Game
somebody
of-
saying
we've got
that
Game of
Cap is
Thrones.
not going to die.
Who's
I've
not
got,
gonna die?
I got one person for Cap not dying.
It would be really interesting because like his arc has to end.
It
So
does.
if he doesn't die, something crazy, some crazy shit needs to happen.
Well,
I mean,
some fan theory had the whole going back in time and putting him back with
so
Peggy Carter,
Agent Carter.
chiming
Yeah.
in
That
on
would
that
be sweet.
actually.
which is cute and all, but that we've already seen that it's very weird.
Yeah, chiming on
The
that.
same person says, unfortunately, I'm seeing Tony is going to die.
But actually chiming in on that a little bit. On one hand, I respect the fact that Chris Evans was allowed to do it, but much like Spider-Man and the Disney stuff online, I really wish Chris Evans would have waited till after the premiere to post, all right, I'm done. I've shot my final scene. I'm done playing Captain America, because they still had some stuff that they were filming at that point in time. So that leads me to believe that Captain America is going to die.
Yeah, but do you know
Like,
how
I get
people
that
how
they
they
film
film?
things. Yeah, they film things out of sequence, and I totally respect and understand that. But I'm just saying, like, I think he did.
I mean, the way that they filmed, they might have filmed all of his stuff first, and then when and the things like in certain, everything. I worked in the movie industry, so there's a lot of things that go into place, and nothing is in order. Plus, they're trying to confuse the actors too, so they probably.
Yeah.
Because Tom
Not only that, but like
freaking
Marvel's very
Holland
meticulous about
can't
their social
shut
media
up.
stuff. Marvel's
So-
very meticulous about about their social media stuff. So like it could have been planned. It
Yeah.
could have been like
Yeah.
it's
it would
been
not
stated-
let stuff like that slip.
stated for the script of Endgame, only one actor was able to get all of the script. Everybody else only got their lines. They didn't even get like how this person's gonna respond to your line. All they got was their line and how they're supposed to perform their
And
line.
everything else on the page was blacked out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone on here said, yeah, didn't they shoot several endings for some of the leakier actors? Spider-Man.
Like,
Well, I mean, it's not like it's a new thing. I mean, they did the same thing with Empire Strikes Back, when Vader tells Luke that he's his father. I mean, they had a completely different line while filming.
What is it with you adding Star Wars to a Marvel topic?
Because Star Wars is amazing, for one. Star Wars is
By the way,
amazing, for
this-
two. No,
this is
but no, he
not
does
his
bring up a good
first
point.
time.
The only
It's appropriate to this section of the conversation. That's all. It's a different
Yeah.
fandom. I-
yeah, but
so-
no, he does bring up a good point that the only person on the set was the producer, the director, and Mark Hamill. Those are the only three that knew what the real line was for that.
Yeah.
Right.
So that way, when the premiere came, everyone's like, "What?" Like even the
What?
other actors.
Getting a lot
Yeah.
of likes and love bombs right now on Facebook. I don't know what it's for, but thanks, guys.
yay.
Okay.
It's
So here's my problem with Captain America going back in time at the end and being with Peggy Carter in the 1940s. It doesn't make sense for his character to do that and not having a severe impact on the timeline, because there's going to be things that happen, bad shit that happens between 1945 and when the Avengers stuff starts coming out, and there's no way that Cap doesn't get involved.
Very true. And not only that, but he kind of like when he was what was it, in Age of Ultron, when he was like, this isn't real anymore. And he walked away from that scene because he's like, this will never happen. And in my eyes, that was kind of his way of saying like, she's passed and I need to get over her. And I that was like his way of like moving on. And that's in my opinion. Like if he does go back to her, I'm going to be like, but he had such a character growth with that.
But what's to say he's not gonna die, go to heaven, and see Peggy up there? Like, I'm sorry. But,
That would be cute. That would be really cute.
like,
I don't think Disney's going to touch the afterlife with a 10-foot pole.
He did it with Coco,
yeah, they do.
The whole thing was about death.
right?
Yeah. Death in the Afterlife. All dogs go to heaven.
Okay, we are watching Tom Cruise Cosplay, Mayan Goddess, Single Dad, and J4 Props.
She forgot my name.
Cat reaching through the
I did it for a second, but I came back.
She forgot my name. That's what I mean to you guys.
Only for says the guy who doesn't let us on his personal page.
Mm.
What?
Shit, she went there.
When you posted about you shaving, you only had it for your close friends. Only I, out of the podcast mates, were able to see it.
Yeah, I saw
We
that
did not
episode.
get to see the funeral of the beard.
Yeah.
I'll send you pictures later.
Oh no, we saw the pictures
I
eventually.
added you
That's enough
guys
on the
to my-
stream.
Yeah, I know. I added you guys to the close friends list now.
Oh yay, we matter finally.
I just don't
You're not good enough
post
person.
friends all.
Just, you know,
Ooh.
close friend.
So
I haven't not added.
Choose
I mean, you
your
can
next words
find
carefully.
You can
If
find
check
my
out
personal
my
page.
stories on Instagram. You will see links to all of these people. And Geek Boots.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, huge shout out to all of our fans. We have accumulated 155 fans on Facebook.
Yes.
That's pretty much
It's like
overnight.
a day.
It's pretty amazing to me because like we upload our stuff on a site called Podbean, and I'm allowed to see when it says download, which is great, but not everybody hits download. So we have no idea how many people are actually tuning in every week to listen to us bullshit and be monkeys. So as far as I'm concerned, seeing that many people on Facebook means there's a potential couple hundred people listening in every week. And that's awesome. So I want a giant shout out and thank you to all the fans. Once we get enough of following and whatnot, we'll start doing funding, Podbean, and we're going to use the money towards travel so that we can travel around America and see all of our fans in person, sign prints, sell t-shirts. It's going to be fucking awesome. Yay! But yeah, so I'm excited for tomorrow for Endgame because originally I was going to take place as J4 here and be Thor, but due to some unforeseen, they have decided to say screw it because they need the Tony Stark and Captain America dynamic more. They want me as Captain America. So now I get to rock a character that I've been kind of having a freedom boner over. And I get to rock that and give fans a personal experience of getting to hang out with a really dope costume of Captain America. So I'm excited about that. Get to be with people that I don't see on a daily basis, who I consider my family. I wish Jake was there with us, but you know he's got to serve his country and save all of us from terrorism and stuff.
It's okay. My better half's gonna be there.
Yep.
Aww.
So it's gonna be awesome. Super excited. I hope everyone else is excited. We're gonna end this episode a little early, considering we've pretty much talked about all the trailers so far. Like
I gotta head to work in a second anyway.
Yep, and we
Yeah.
talked about as
Anyone
much
else has any quick information they want? Any kind of
same thing on Facebook.
predictions?
I will say before Jake leaves, I have a great joke made by my buddy Justin, who is watching on Facebook Live right now. He has stated that he is glad that there's a safety feature on the Infinity Gauntlet prop toy that they sell. They don't allow it to snap its fingers.
Ah.
So, super stoked, super excited. Tune in next week. We will talk things, but it'll be filled with spoilers. We will do like maybe 5 minutes if we can manage of spoiler-free talk. But then the rest of the hour that we will be live recording is going to be full on spoilers. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be epic. I'm going to go put food in my belly. And
Can I do a super shameless plug?
Go for it.
I've got a couple things going on this weekend. One, I'm doing a charity stream this weekend on Twitch. We're raising money for Rise Above the Disorder again. So yeah, definitely check that out. I'm going to be posting on Instagram like crazy about that. On Saturday, if you are a gamer and you are a fan, you may be aware that Mortal Kombat 11 came out, and there's a launch party for that if you are in the LA area, and I will be posting stuff about that as well. So yeah, check it out.
So we made a joke once upon a time, my buddy Justin and I, about Mortal Kombat 11 and how we want a very geriatric character, like an old woman on Mortal Kombat, and her stuff is super low key, but it affects like the entire match. And she's just super OP. She can kill
His
everyone.
name is Shang Tsung.
Like, she'll shake her fist at you or her cane or something, and then they just die or something
The
like
cane just wrecks them. So funny story about that. So the guy who plays Johnny Cage, the voice actor for that, his name is Andrew Bowen. And at LA Comic-Con, I had lunch with him and his son without realizing it. And I was like, your voice sounds really familiar, but I don't really know why. And then after the convention, like after everybody went home, and I was showing, like, we became Instagram friends and this and that and the other, and we were chatting, and someone goes, oh, he's like verified. And then I look at his profile and it says voice of Johnny Cage, and I died. I was like, what the like this whole time?
That's the only way I meet famous people too. I don't have a clue who they are.
Yeah.
Until way later.
Yeah, right.
I'm a derp.
Well, I mean, you didn't know what he looked like, so it's not too bad.
That's true. That's very true.
So,
Was he handsome?
Yeah. Let's do that again as I zoom in on your face. Why don't you do that again for us?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're adorable, Darla.
Oh god.
Carla of our group.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for us to do like a Shazam group cosplay. Like if we do a panel, we have to do that.
Oh, we
It's
will.
happening.
Oh,
It's happening.
Yay.
anyway, why don't we all give a giant cheer and shout because we're all excited for Endgame tomorrow.
Woo!
Huzzah!
I was so exhausted over here with single dad. Just, yeah. Just,
Dad,
Dad.
Dad, Dad, Dad.
So
dude, all right over there,
excited.
single dad. I love that I moved my camera over to where his hand is, where my icon is, so he just flipped off me directly. Perfect.
It wouldn't be a podcast episode without me saying, I fucking hate you guys so very much.
We love you too.
Except he joins us every week.
Everybody, heart hand. There you go, heart hands. I got a half a heart, and then Jake is probably doing it, but we'll never
finish
find
your heart.
out.
How about that?
Jake is rolling his eyes.
Jake,
Oh, I'm giving you guys a gesture.
Not a heart.
don't threaten you with a good time, good sir.
All right. I got to go.
Yep.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Signing out. Tune in next week as we talk all things Endgame and what we saw. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Finish.
Toodles.
And,
Yeah, well,
I tell you.
yes, it's fine. And then stop recording.